Good morning, everybody. I don't know where to start with this. I don't post videos that often, only when something real important is going on. Right now, I come to you with heavy hearts, with a heavy heart, as most of you may already know. Russia has launched a massive assault on the country of Ukraine, invading Ukraine territory, taking control of cities, airports, and actually, many people thought that this would be quick, but it's actually proving that the Ukrainian military and citizens are putting up quite a fight. And let me tell you, I feel for them. I really do. I can only imagine what that would be like. I'm not going to say I know how they feel, because I can't. I've never been in that situation before, but I can only imagine how they will feel, how they would feel. But it's nice to see the amount of resistance that they're able to produce against Russia. Nobody expected this. Even the President Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, he acknowledged that he was Russia's primary target, because Russia wants to decapitate the government of Ukraine. He and his family have been the primary targets, but so far they are safe. Well, safe isn't probably the right word for it. So far they have survived, and it's amazing to me that in the midst of what he is going through, that he's able to remain so calm in his public addresses. I mean, many people did not vote for this man because they thought he was weak, and I've heard news reports that many of those people have come around to really appreciate and be proud of their president, because he is standing his ground, and he's encouraging all of Ukraine to stand their ground. And I'm struggling to maintain composure here, and I'm an American, so I could only imagine what people of Ukraine are feeling. First, there was Afghanistan falling to the Taliban, and now Ukraine, that's being threatened by Russia, and I'll be honest, it doesn't look good for Ukraine. I hope I'm wrong about that. I hope that Ukraine finds a way to prevail, but it really doesn't look good for them. The Russian army is just massive compared to Ukraine, and Ukraine is about roughly the size of Texas, for those of us who are not familiar with European geography. So they're likely no match for the Russian army. Now, there have been situations in the past where relatively small armies have managed to fend off major armies. I mean, we see in the Bible the story of David and Goliath, and I can't think to mind any more modern, but there are even modern examples of that. Some of you may know. You can put in the comments below. But I feel so sad for the Ukrainian people, and those of you that know me know that that I love Russian people, okay, but I've always hated their government. I've always hated Vladimir Putin and his government, and I know that all the people of Russia do not agree with this action, so I don't blame Russian citizens. I know there may be some that do, so for those of you that do, okay, you guys deserve some blame too, but for those of you that want peace, which I believe are most Russian people, I think these actions are not indicative of support for most of Russian people. Some people I've heard from some of my Russian friends and family, or who I consider family, have been criticizing Russian people here in the United States, equating them with the decision that was made. Please don't jump to those conclusions. Just because somebody is Russian doesn't mean that they support President Putin's actions. There are many Russians that support Ukraine, and it would be wise to try to seek out those Russian allies. I think most Russian people are not in support of this. So, anyways, I just want all of you guys to know, especially my Ukrainian friends out there, that I stand with you guys. I know many of you guys who I'm friends with here in the Seattle area, Tacoma area, who I've met through church and through some other means, work and so forth, have family back in Ukraine that you're worried about, and this is very personal for you guys because it's your home nation. It's part of your identity. It's where you come from, and I get it. Well, I imagine, anyways. I can only imagine. Like I said, I can't know, but I can only imagine. But I just want you to know, as an American, I stand with you in support of you. I wish that there was something that I could do personally. The best thing I could think of is to put this message out there. And I love you guys, and I wish the best. I hope for a miracle. I pray to God that God will somehow see Ukraine through. But please know this: even if Russia's occupation of Ukraine is successful, God will see you guys through. Maybe not in a political victory, but God is with you. God is with the Ukrainian people no matter what. Okay? God is open to all those who accept Him, who accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. And I know a majority of Ukrainians are Christians, so I believe wholeheartedly that God will walk you through this. Remember, one of my favorite poems, many of you may have heard of, is called Footprints. If you're not familiar with it, look it up on the internet. Just type in Footprints poem and it'll come right up. It's very popular. But I don't remember it all word for word, but the gist of it is basically that there's a man walking on the beach, and he sees two sets of footprints on the sand. One set belongs to him, and the other one belongs to God, where God is walking with him. And then he notices that throughout the most turbulent parts of his life, the second set of footprints disappears. And he asked God, he says, God, why? Why at the times when I needed you most? Why would you leave me then? And God responds, my dear child, those times in your life where you see only one set of footprints in the sand, it was then that I carried you. Sorry. Anyways, I love you guys. And, I just pray for victory. But no matter what happens, know that God will be with you. And let's all stand together and say, I stand with Ukraine. Everybody say it now. I stand with Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine. I stand with Ukraine. And we'll continue to stand with Ukraine. All right. God bless you guys.